So, welcome everyone. Monday. Um, I watched a lot of TV this weekend, which was very fun. Just laying on the couch and watching a bunch of different shows. There's some cool new shows out there. The one that I was really enjoying is called Pluribus. It's a kind of sci-fi um, series made by the same guys that made Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. So it's got that sort of that vibe to it. And anyway, I was very much enjoying it. So check that out. And yeah, recovering from Thanksgiving a little bit. And also, just a heads up, I'm getting on a plane tonight to head out to Europe to visit my folks. So I'm thinking tomorrow's session. Um, I don't think I'll be able to do it. I think I'll still be on the road, and I'm just not sure where I'll be. So I'll plan again on rendezvousing on Wednesday. And anyway, in the meantime, let's get back into some of these basic practices. So today's theme is Mindfulness Monday. So I love this quote here. It's not about mindfulness is not about feeling better. It's about getting better at feeling. And I would even swap the word feeling in the second sentence out with experiencing. So it's not, I think oftentimes the motivation to do these practices is, oh, I feel depressed. I feel crappy. I feel on edge. I need to do something so that I feel better. And then we start associating that goal with, oh, that's why I meditate. It's so that I feel better. That's why I have a mindfulness practice. There's some positive outcome to it. And so today I'm just going to throw in this little wrinkle into that whole equation and say, I think it's more about becoming better at experiencing and knowing that we're experiencing. So, quick reminder, here's a definition of mindfulness. It's a state of active awareness where we pay deliberate attention to the present moment without judgment, right? So in a nutshell, it's our ability to just sit there, close our eyes, drop in, and just say, "Oh, this is what I'm experiencing." And so the question is, you know, what are the objects of mindful? Like, what are we becoming mindful of? And this is what we're going to practice in a moment here. First one's just physical sensations. Like, what is my as I slow down and drop in and pay attention to my present moment experience, what are the physical sensations that the body is experiencing? And then usually connected with that is what the Buddhists call this a feeling tone. And I think it's a helpful concept. And it's a really simple way of just saying, does it feel pleasant? Does it feel unpleasant? Or oftentimes it's just neutral. It's just kind of like, it's neither one of those. It just is. That's what the feeling tone is all about. Then there's obviously emotions. So, yeah, we often conflate, I think, feelings with emotions. So I'm trying to tease those apart here. Emotions are these, words that we have where we can say, oh yeah, so I'm feeling the emotions are, agitation or irritation or speediness or fear, whatever it might be, right? Then thoughts. So then we zoom in and we pay attention to, oh, what's the stuff that's happening between my ears right now? Like, what are the images? What are the memories? These things that we call thoughts. Like, what are they all about? And then, last but not least, impulses and urges. So just becoming aware of, oh yeah, my feeling tone is of a certain flavor, and the emotions are this, and this is what it feels like in my body. So I really want to. I'm feeling this impulse or this urge to fill in the blank, whatever it might be. And anyway, so in the spirit of becoming aware of our, or more mindful of our experiences, these are just sort of the five lenses that I thought we could practice today. So let's start by closing our eyes. See if you can start dropping in. By dropping in, I mean sort of expending a little more energy on this awareness muscle. So just beginning to notice right here, right now. This is what it's like to sit, breathe, and setting the intention to become more mindful of experience. And let's start with the body. So, what are some of the physical sensations that you're noticing in this moment? You can just start with your feet, just kind of work your way up, legs to the pelvis, spine, the belly, neck, and the head. Noticing any aches or pains, or for that matter, any pleasant sensations. We're not trying to change anything, we're just noticing. And it's not about feeling better, it's just becoming better at noticing and feeling. So this is what's going on in the physical realm right now. What the senses are picking up, and this is how that's translating into the experience in the body. And then bringing some awareness to the feeling tone. So this idea of what is the feeling tone right now? Does it generally feel pleasant? Is there an unpleasantness to this experience in this moment? Maybe it's all very neutral. As we say in medicine, unremarkable. And again, no right or wrong answer here. It just is what it is. So we're just practicing just showing up and saying, this is what the body's picking up. This is what I'm noticing. I'm also noticing that it translates into a certain kind of feeling tone. And that feeling tone affects the mood, affects the sense of self, obviously thoughts. What are some words that might describe the emotional state that you're in this moment? One trick here is just to not overthink it, but really just to go with your gut and say, "Oh yeah, this is what's alive right now. These are the words that I would use to describe my emotional state." You may notice a little bit of a sort of an insidious, sneaky, judgmental thing kicking in here, which is like, "Oh yeah, I shouldn't be feeling that," or "I'm always so whatever negative or overly optimistic or positive." And see if you can just notice that and let it go and really just drop into this is what the body is experiencing. Overall, it feels like this. And these are some of the words I would use to describe my emotional state in this moment. What about thoughts? So, all that cognitive stuff. Sometimes it's pictures, sometimes it's words, it's memories, it's all that mental activity of that we're constantly experiencing. And so see if you can just become aware of, yeah, what are some of the thoughts and ideas and beliefs, memories that are present in this moment. And then on some level, what does all of this amount to? So as we become aware of the way the body feels, feeling tone, the emotions, the thoughts, is all of that sort of steering us in a certain direction? Because there's some grasping, some idea of, yeah, no, I want more of this or I want less of that. So these are the impulses and the urges that are and very naturally part of our nervous system. So right now we're just becoming aware of what's pulling us, what's pushing us, and just allow all of that to be without attaching to it. And to whatever extent we can become aware of all of these different types of energy that are present for us in this moment and how they're influencing our sense of self, our behaviors, our reactivity. Once we become aware of all that stuff, there's a sense of freedom that starts creeping into all of this where we some other part of us can say, huh, I can see all of that and I now get to choose what I do with it. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Long, slow exhale through the mouth. Keep pushing the air out. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and in and out. Relaxing the neck, the throat, the chest, the belly. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open your eyes. Come on back. Mm. Yeah, there's a one of my favorite books is written by a meditation teacher. And it's literally just called Mindfulness. It's about this thick, and it was one of those things where you're just like, how much can you possibly, write or ponder about this concept of mindfulness? And it gets pretty deep, right? So each of these areas that we were just exploring, you could spend a lot of time just keep getting more and more resolution on what's actually happening there. And anyway, hope that was a good, useful reminder. So take care, everyone. See you tomorrow, on Wednesday,
Yes,
not
yes.
tomorrow.